Huh? What? What do we want? Why are we knocking at... I don't even know what time. Do I have a clock? No? I don't even know what time it is. What do you want? Do I want to deal with people interactions? I have to. Hello? Oh, hey. That's cool, I guess. Okay. Did I? Oh, I forgot this at work. Oh, well, that's nice, I guess. But, like, who just, like, drops it off? Why not just, like, well, you knocked aggressive. What? I don't care. I got a phone. Why not wait for a response? Nothing. Why are you on my camera roll? I don't remember taking this picture. Why? Wasn't I playing a game after? Yeah, the tab's still open. Why am... That seems random to just take a random picture of an alleyway. Is that not the apartment call? That's the same, like, exterior walls. Common sense says ignore it and go back to sleep. But my interest and kind of boredom with how stuff has been so far, aside from weird paranoia, says I should go deal with this. At the very least, I look. If there's nothing, it's just a random ass picture, and I'm going back to bed. First, I'm gonna put shoes on. I'm not walking out there barefoot. See, now there's a couple, or there's just two. I could check the furthest one, and then it seems dumb if it's not that one, then I took the furthest route first. Or I take a closer one, and then I ended up wasting time. I'm just gonna check this one. Am I putting effort into this? What the? Ew. What is that? Ugh. Ugh. Ew. I don't know what. I mean, I assume people are throwing things away here, but like, why in the middle of the alleyway? There's dumpsters, right? I assume so. Who's parking in the hand? You have a motorcycle. Why are you parked in? Oh, whatever.
So what do we know?
Okay, let's see. According to the report, the guy stumbled upon the body near where they live. The police were called to a location on site, and that is as far as the report goes.
Do you know anything else that isn't in the report?
I'm afraid not.
Has he said anything since he got here, or?
They have not said a single word since they arrived.
Right. Let's do this.
Howdy. We got some questions.
Alright.
All right, let's start with some. Oh, no, hold on. Just for the record, you are being recorded, and it can and will be used as evidence against you should it fall to that.
Okay.
Let's start with some personal information. Please state your name and age for the record.
My name is Dylan Hartman, and I am 20 years old.
Mr. Hartman, what is your current occupation, should you have any?
I work predominantly as a server at the diner, a little bit upwards, right next to the Walmart.
And what is the name of that diner?
I don't recall. I haven't been working there super long, and it's not like its name is plastered on the front of the building.
Do you have any do you have any family or next of kin?
Not that I have spoken to within a couple of years. Haven't really had much contact with them.
If that is the case, I assume that they are not aware that you are in town.
No, I would be surprised if they did.
And it says here that you are living in the apartment complex you described as near your
Yeah.
occupation.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have any relation or were you familiar with the victim?
Yeah. We were somewhat friends. They offered to show me around the town a little bit since I haven't lived here all that long. We hung out very rarely, not a whole lot, and mostly just saw them at the diner. They were a regular long before I got there.
Mm-hmm.
Said that you met them at the diner?
Yeah. They have a seat that they always sit in. All the staff knows them.
And
And
you stated that you didn't work at the diner long.
No,
Was
I
there a
haven't.
previous occupation you had prior, or in this town, or was that something you
Not
moved
in
in
this
and
town. I haven't lived in this town a whole lot. Haven't been here super long. That was my first job in this town, was at that diner. Well, is if I keep the job.
when was the last time that you saw or talked to the victim?
I saw Michelle yesterday. October 30th.
Do you remember the time you saw them?
I don't recall. I'm sure it was at work, and I tend to not be able to look at the clock much while I'm on shift since that diner usually gets pretty busy with the bus stop right there. Michelle would usually come in for lunch or something, so they were in usually during the lunch rush, so it's hard to keep track of time. But lunchtime-ish. I'm sure you could ask the manager of the diner for time since receipts and payments.
We will be. I need you to tell me exactly what happened. Leave out no details. If you need a moment to answer, a moment to collect your thoughts, do so. Just you need to tell me as much as you can.
I had worked the last minute night shift by my manager calling because they were understaffed and I wasn't really doing much. I had worked that night shift with them Night shift went smoothly, no real issues. So I had been exhausted. I was promised the next day off with pay, so I essentially was asleep. I had taken a nap during the day and got woken up to somebody knocking on my door. By the time I had woken up properly and registered everything and opened the door, nobody was there. It was just gone. I peeked a little bit down the hall, maybe to see somebody walking away. I didn't see anybody. It was just empty. My phone was left on the floor, which I assume I had forgotten at the diner. I don't remember coming home with it, so I remember playing some game and then getting asked to clean, and then I think I just set it down and had forgotten it. When I opened the phone, just check on it, see if something had happened, missed calls, whatever. It was opened up on camera roll, and there was a picture that I don't remember taking. I didn't take it. I know that I didn't. It was of, I guess you could call it, the alleyway between the apartments. It just felt odd to have that there, so I went to go look, put my shoes on, and went down, and that's where I had discovered Michelle's body. And then I had called the cops because, well, what else are you supposed to do?
And you're 100% sure that the last thing you did wasn't on the camera roll, correct?
The last thing I did was play a game. That game was still open as a side tab. I was playing a game on my phone. Set it down to go clean something that my manager had asked me to clean. I was not on that camera, nor was the last place I had my phone in that area.
So, you don't think that the killer left you a hint? Some clue or something?
No, I am not that I'm unsure.
We're going to be holding you for the night, at least overnight, and possibly into the next day, while we continue our investigation, see how things pan out.
Do you have a reason?
Due
May
to-
I ask why I'm being held?
Just getting to that, due
Sorry.
to certain inconsistencies, lacking certain details and such. We can't rule you out as a suspect, so you will be held for an amount of time detailed by the evidence that we can collect. I also would like to request for the record that we are allowed to go through your phone and see the image, as well as check to see if anything else is on it.
Yeah, you have my consent. You have my consent to check my phone.
Great, thank you. And again, that is for the record and has been recorded.
Yeah.
As has the rest of this interview.
Yeah.
If you could please get up, and Officer Temple will escort you to the cell for your stay with us.